Now we can also open a file in the append mode. So when we want to open a file in the append mode, we can go ahead and specify the mode being A, and we can go ahead and write some content or some more text inside our file. Let's go ahead and do that. So instead of opening the file this time in the read-only mode, let's go ahead and open this file in the append mode. Again, we can go ahead and specify T for text, and let's go ahead and add some content. So in this case, to append some content into your file, we have a method called write, as well as writable or write lines. So let's go ahead and call the write method here, and in the write method we can go ahead and add any text here. We just added this line by calling the write method, and once that is done, let me go ahead and take off, comment these lines. Now go ahead and execute this program, and you can see there was no output because there was no print or anything. We just went and wrote the content inside the file. Now if I come back, we are expecting this line to be inside our hello.txt file. Now let's come back to the hello.txt, and as you can see, the bottom of this file, our new line was just added. We just added this line by calling write method, and again you can rerun. This will go ahead and add one more the similar line to our end of the file, and as you can see, we pretty much have the same line being added. But if you take a look, the new line was added onto the end of the previous line. If you really want this to come to the next line, we can go ahead and add our special characters. So we can go ahead and simply call it /n. So that means we want to create a new line. So let's go ahead and execute this program once and twice, and then let's go ahead and see what happens. And as expected, this time the third line came on to the last, but now this because for the previous one we had added the /n, the new next line character, and that's how now we have the next line character on the new line. So that's how we can make use of this write method to append some text to an existing file. So that's the whole idea. If there was no such file hello.txt, in that case we would have ended up creating this particular file. And again, as you can see, using the write method, we can go ahead and add some content to the file basically. If we want to go ahead and create, there is another W as a method or mode basically that we can call on our file. This will simply go ahead and overwrite the content. So in case of append, if I go ahead and simply say, okay, hey, in the W mode. So before I do that, I just want to, okay, that's okay. So you can see we have some of these contents. Now we are opening the file in the W mode, which is a write, which will go ahead and overwrite the content. Now let's go ahead and execute this one. And it was success. Now let's come back to the file, and you can see all the text from the file was kind of deleted, and only this particular line was written. So we just went ahead and simply overwrote. So when you're working with the file, pay special attention to these modes and make sure you are using the right one, because you don't want to accidentally overwrite some of your content.